Lantern Cove. Rated 3.5 out of 5 stars on travel websites. This little tourist town is often described as cozy, relaxing, even idyllic. But there is a town beyond what the tourists see, and in that town, as 16s have learned, something very mysterious seems to be happening. Last night, our little group had a shared dream in which each of them found themselves empowered into the form of some of their favorite characters. Together, they worked to save Molly, a traumatized girl who was being cut by her very surroundings. Rescue her they did, and perhaps more importantly, convinced her that she was not alone. This done, the dream faded away. Today, the group have agreed to meet up in the evening to trek out to the abandoned military bunker in the cove. But first, a slice of life. They're about to awake, having had a vivid, remembered, but somewhat distant dream. So before we jump to the evening, let's see how their mornings go, shall we? Clark, your sister wakes you up by knocking on your door in the morning. Knock, knock, knock.
Uh, That's it.
Mom texted, said something came up at work and she won't be home until afternoon. Want to make breakfast with me, or should I have a delicious meal all for myself?
I'll be down in a minute. Clark just gets out of bed, gets on some clothes, and walks downstairs to the nice smell.
You find your sister in the kitchen. She is opening the pantry and looking in, trying to figure out what kind of delicious breakfast to make. What do you two make together?
Clark really just wanting to give a bit of a refresher for this weekend. I want to say, yeah, it's the weekend.
Yes, it is, in fact, Saturday morning.
Just wanting to give a bit of like a refresher and kind of get into like a homey mood and just make pancakes and eggs.
Get together, start making the batter together, and pour it onto the griddle and start making some delicious pancakes. It's a nice time together. It's the sort of thing that you don't always get to do together. It's refreshing. And your sister asks you how you're feeling.
Oddly enough, kind of tired.
Well, you were, sick yesterday from the gas leak, so I'm not surprised.
I'm all right. How are you?
I've been feeling good. Haven't had any problems. I've got a report due in class on Monday that I got to work on today. Um,
What about?
the Spanish Civil War. I don't know anything about it, so it's going to be lots of fun.
Good luck with that. How many blackjacks you want?
I'll take two.
Alrighty. He pours some more batter onto the griddle as he's flipping.
She fries up some eggs for you.
Awesome.
So you got any homework?
Uh, I think I have something a research paper that I have to do, but I have to go to the library. Really, there's no research paper. It's just him trying to cover for for what's going on later with the group.
What are you researching?
Some marine biology. I have to do a paper on oceanic waves and zones.
Let me a rapport for that to see if she believes you.
Alrighty. You. That's mediocre.
Okay, so she's looking at you with a dubious eye. Marine biology, huh? I didn't know you had that class.
Just that's all he says. Is, yep.
She's giving you the eye, but she lets it drop. So you get your breakfast together, settle down, start eating, and she's like looking at her phone as she eats. It's like, I don't know what's up with mom. I wish she would tell us why when she has to stay late. But I guess
Yeah. I mean, I guess new town. This place doesn't really have too big of a force. So
yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Guess she's still trying to get used to it, just like we are. Be a lot easier if she was here.
Yeah, but she doesn't cook as well as you do, so.
That's because I learned from Dad.
Uh huh. I miss Dad's cooking.
Me too. Well, enough of that. Food's gonna get cold. Come on.
All right. She tucks in, and we fade back from this delicious scene and go to Gus. The moment you wake up, you know that Nikki stayed the night last night because the house smells of the spiced coffee that she loves so much, blending pleasantly with the smell of bacon that means your brother Eric is cooking breakfast.
What is happening? I get up and I go to the kitchen.
You make your way out. You find your Nana already sitting at the table in the dining room eating shredded wheat, while Nikki is setting up the table. As you pass by in the living room, on the end table rests Nikki's favorite glass bong, all filled up and waiting to be passed around communally after breakfast. Nikki notices you and beckons you to a seat at the table.
I look at Nana and I sit down and I just stare at her.
She notices fairly quickly, at you curiously, with a mouthful of shredded wheat.
Morning. Nikki.
Gus? You want some bacon?
Can I have some coffee?
Yeah,
Thanks.
got some all ready for you.
Um,
Although technically, I think I shouldn't be giving this to you as a minor. Caffeine is not good for you. She says as she hands you the cup.
I'm a growing boy. And I sit up.
Gonna stunt your growth.
Oh no.
Your brother turns from the stove and waves at you. Says, you ready for some delicious bacon?
I'm mostly confused. Is everybody here because of me?
It just sort of happened this way, man.
Sure, okay.
Ours are aligned.
Our auras align?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go take that bacon downstairs. Whatever weird shit is happening this morning, it's freaking me out. And I kind of just stand up and like back away from everybody being in such a cheery mood. I'm okay.
You sure?
There was a gas leak. I'm not dead. Like, I assume that's what's happening, right? I don't know how the fuck you got Grandma sitting here eating her bowl of wheat, but sorry, Grandma.
Oh, I think, she says with a mouthful still, I think that you should appreciate it because we love you.
Oh, Nana, you love me? I love you too. Let me sit down and eat some bacon with my family. I sit down and I look very uncomfortable. Like, y'all leaving for work soon? Because there's something I want to make before school? Or is this gonna, like, be a whole day thing?
Well, we thought we'd, maybe watch some TV after, something like that.
Okay. Yes. I love you all.
You get served bacon, you get served eggs, you get served toast with pats of butter melting on top.
I want to look at Eric. I want to, like, mouth, can we afford this?
He gives you a reassuring nod that you can go ahead and roll empathy if you want to see if he's being honest.
I got a negative. I got poor.
So yeah, he nods confidently and he seems to be a-okay with this. So you're sure that things are good.
I'm sure that things are good. Great. awesome. I'm gonna kind of just like sink into myself and slowly eat this food, just very like quizzically looking at Nana the entire time. Because I don't like this woman.
It turns into a staring contest at one point.
Of course it does. It's fine. She always loses. Her old eyes. Hey, thanks, Nikki.
No problem. I was here anyway, so I thought it would be great to have a little breakfast together. How you doing? How's school?
School? It's not annoying, but it's, it'll be better when it's over and I can just focus on this and, you know. Good bacon. Why are we talking for so long? What is happening?
That's more bacon on your plate.
Just. Do I have school today? I don't know what's happening.
It's Saturday. So
It's Saturday?
Saturday.
Oh, God. Does that... Hey. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, everybody. And I wink at Nikki and I just like, come. I get up and I want to like go to a hall.
After a minute, she excuses herself and follows you.
Hey, what?
Hey.
Is this some kind of like pity thing? It's a Saturday. Why is everybody here?
Look, it was a good excuse. Okay? We don't get together often. We don't act like a family, but it was, you were having troubles yesterday, and that got Eric kind of upset and worried about you. And so we decided we'd have breakfast because I was here already.
Pretend like you didn't call me an excuse, but that is very nice. I'm okay, though. I'm just really confused, mostly, and a little uncomfortable that the Nana is here.
Well, Eric thinks it's really important to have her around.
Kind of just like sit up against the wall and like scoot down it. It's just it's a lot of changes that are happening at once, and like good stuff is still different and still takes time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get it. Do you want me to talk to Eric for you?
I can text him later. Could you like cover for me? I want to like sneak out the back and check something out in town.
Everything okay?
There's just some parts that I want to get for what I'm building in the basement. I give her a really weird thumbs up.
She nods. All right, I'll cover for you, but you owe me.
Well, I always owe you, so thanks. I'm gonna try to sneak out a window.
6'10" kid sneaking out of a window.
I usually don't have to.
All right, we will cut out with Gus sneaking out of a window.
It doesn't even, my foot just hits the ground.
Freya, after yesterday's health scare, your mom is letting you sleep in today. How late do you sleep?
High school usually starts at like 8, right? Okay, so I probably wake up around 10.
When you come down, your mom is curled up on the couch reading, and upon seeing you, she gestures towards the kitchen. So there's fresh muffins in there.
I love them, thank you. And she's gonna eat a muffin.
The muffins are indeed fresh and delicious. They've got walnuts in them, and they taste like they were bought just today. which is obviously impossible because it's too early. But it tastes that fresh.
Did you make these?
No, no, I didn't. I didn't make them. No, I bought them yesterday from the bakery.
Oh, well, they're lovely. Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I didn't sleep super well, but otherwise I'm doing all right.
Yeah, you have a rough time getting to sleep, or you wake up?
Just felt like unproductive sleep. Like I feel like I'm almost as tired as I was when I went to bed.
The worst.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I was thinking that this afternoon we could go maybe kayaking on big ponds, something like that.
I'm very into doing that. Can we do that tomorrow? I think I have some stuff I need to get done today.
Tomorrow, I think I can make a spot in my schedule for that.
Awesome. Yeah. That'd be great.
So you sure you're doing all right? We don't need to take you to get checked up on or anything like that?
I mean, I haven't felt any different other than tired, but yesterday was exhausting, so
Yeah.
I'll let you know if I feel anything else.
Yeah, I was on Google looking up the effects of exposure to natural gas, and it doesn't seem like there's long-term health problems, so
That's good. That is good to hear. Yeah. Hopefully I'll sleep a little better tonight, and tomorrow I'll feel better for kayaking.
look forward to that.
Me too. I flopped down on the couch next to her and put on some show for a minute, and I'm like, I gotta go in a bit, but I just need to sit here. I'm like drinking some tea.
You sit and drink your tea. The show sort of becomes background noise to this cozy little moment on the couch with your mom. And it passes in a way that feels almost like nostalgic.
Hmm.
Like it's been a while since you really just sort of vibed with your mom.
Nice. After a bit, I'm gonna say that I gotta get going.
Where are you going?
I told some friends that we're gonna do some study stuff. The new group that I'm kind of interacting with now.
Oh, that's really neat.
Yeah, they're something.
I remember when I was your age and we would get together and, well, I probably shouldn't talk about what we did when we got together, to be honest with you.
Oh, is that so?
Don't want to give you any ideas.
Interesting. All right. Well, it was nice spending some time with you.
It's always good to spend time with you. I'll see you later. I hope you have a good time studying.
See you later. What are you getting up to today?
I have an appointment with 2 books that I have just bought and am planning on engaging in a very deep conversation with them today.
Lovely. Sounds wonderful.
Well, you take care.
You too. And I'll head out.
All right, Atticus, did you set an alarm?
Yes. It is set for 8:30.
Right. When you wake at 8:30, you can still hear your stepdad snoring loudly in the next room. That's normal for a Saturday. Your mom is generally up working on her side hustles, which are unfortunately MLMs, but she won't listen to reason about them. And your stepdad spends the morning sleeping in. He needs it, he claims, after working hard at the plant all week. When you leave the room, you pass by your mom's office, where through the crack of the door you can see her typing an email. She gives you a little wave, but is too focused on her work to say good morning. When you get to the kitchen, you find it empty and silent. And I don't want to tell you how you feel, but it might seem a little bit lonely.
I think Atticus goes to get his percolator and sets his like espresso, his cafe busto started. Meanwhile, he goes up into the cupboard to get his matcha set because he's thinking a matcha latte for the morning, and he's pissed when he can't find his Jason. So he like walks back to his mom, trying to keep quiet because the whole reason he set an alarm is to get out of the house before his stepdad woke up. Linda, my Jason is missing. Where is it?
Sorry, you're what?
The whisk, Mom. The whisk for my tea set.
Oh, I washed that. I put it in the strainer.
Oh my God, Mom! No, we've talked about it. If it's wood, just leave it alone. Oh my, it's probably ruined.
Can't have you leaving dirty wood out.
It's not dirty. It's green because it's stained a little bit. It's bamboo. It's naturally disinfectant.
I don't think bamboo is naturally disinfecting.
I'm pretty sure I heard that once.
She's torn between arguing further and looking more at her email. You can tell. But the argument wins out. It's like, look, listen, there's nothing about bamboo that means it's disinfected. It has to be clean. We can't just live in filth, Atticus.
Hey, okay. I'll just let me wash it next time then, please. I just don't want it to be ruined. What do you got going on today? What are you doing?
Well, I've got a lot of stuff that I've got to type up. I've got some new customers for my essential oil business.
Yeah, bamboo's not disinfectant, but peppermint oil will cure cancer, right?
I think you're thinking of elderberry oil.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Is peppermint oil the one that cures epilepsy? Or the COVID vaccine?
Not sure I like your tone, young man.
I'm sorry. Let me fix my tone while you fix my whisk. And then I think he just like kind of stomps out. And then I think he makes his tea. Probably goes to the garage and steals more of his stepdad's spray paint. And then leaves. But just like just enough to where he thinks he just like left it somewhere or something. And it's obviously like paint that's used to like mark a job site or something, right? For like landscaping. It's like bright oranges and yellows and weird colors that like stand out in grass and on pavement.
So you get the spray paint and head out without being noticed. Olive, you wake up around 8:30 in the morning to the familiar sound of your mom and dad fighting. As you rise to consciousness, you hear enough bits and pieces to learn that apparently she is upset at how he's going to be gone all day again, and he's upset about something she said that was apparently demeaning. At least knowing that he's going to be gone soon means that the fight can't last much longer, though. Their voices are shrill, sharp tones like knives waving in the air, coated with the poison of so many years of pain. You can sometimes go back to sleep when this happens, but you sense this is not going to be one of those mornings.
Yeah. Olive just lies in bed, just staring at the ceiling and sighs, just like, okay. Yeah. Great start to the day. I think she takes a moment. She does. I think she really thinks hard about, like, I can just force myself to go to sleep. I can just lay here and squeeze my eyes shut so tightly that I'll just fall asleep through will. And then once she realizes it's not going to happen, she gets out of bed and makes her way down as quietly as possible, just trying to make herself invisible as she kind of goes to kind of see what the fight's about, but also it's the same fight that's always been. So she's just going to the kitchen to find something to eat and trying to avoid this conversation.
Make your roll stealth because they are so into their conflict that they would not notice you if you were stomping past them. So You get to the kitchen, and to be fair, there is a bit of breakfast sort of set up. Like there's boxes of cereal in the middle of the table and a couple of bowls and spoons. It looks like no one has eaten breakfast, but someone was preparing it at some point and perhaps got cut off by the argument.
Yeah, so she glances kind of out the doorway again and then sneaks the cereal that she's not supposed to be eating. Because her mom and, like, I think her dad, being the coach, has, like, come on, like, let's be healthy. Like, he's got bullshit breakfast that no one likes. And I feel like my mom, or yeah, Olive's mom, had a weird thing at the grocery store this week where she's like, I'm gonna be the fun parent. So like there's like a good cereal or something. So Olive pours herself, and I think she's got this, she doesn't really know why, because she's still a bit fuzzy about, obviously, about what happened last night. She just knows that she feels like she worked all night. Like she feels like she didn't get any sleep. Like there is that, but it was, she also has this, like, she doesn't know why she's got this layer of like embarrassment too. Like she feels embarrassed for some reason and she doesn't know why. So it's just this like weird like feeling in her gut of just like awkwardness and add to the parents, and that was like everything. So she's just having an awkward like sneaky cereal breakfast. Like, I don't like this Saturday. This is a bad one.
All right, your parents eventually do break it up. Your dad comes through and takes a moment to notice you eating. And he's like, oh, Olive, hey.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hope you have a good day today. I gotta get going so that I can prepare for the game today.
Okay. Hope it's good and productive, and yay, go team.
You know, you can always come out and see the game if you want.
Sure, maybe. I don't know. I might have something going on today, but yeah.
By the time you finish the sentence, he has already moved on and is headed out the door. Your mom comes in as he's leaving and just shakes her head.
It's no big deal, Mom. He's, lacrosse is like so important, and like if we keep winning, it's going to be great for like scholarships, and it's really no big deal. It's okay.
He should be more of a dad to you, Olive.
Olive she just goes red, of like, not like anger, of like she like starts flushing just out of like sheer embarrassment of like, I don't need this conversation. Like, we're not having this heart to heart. Like, it's not, she kind of shrugs and goes, he's not so bad. It's okay. I mean, I know he could be better. That's fine. But maybe I'll go to the game later, like we could do bonding time or something.
Yeah, she's just sort of nodding as though she's responding to you, but you can tell she's not really listening.
So, what are you doing today?
Well, since I'm all by myself, apparently, I figured I will clean the back room. It's needed that for a long time. And no one else is going to do it, so I guess it's up to me.
Olive almost responds, but then she just, okay, I might be meeting up with some new friends later. Would that be okay?
Of course, son. Yeah, no problem. You have fun with your friends.
If I'm in town, is there anything that you need me to bring home?
This one she actually seems to think about. No, I mean, I went to the store this week, so I think we're pretty stocked. I'm all right. You just have fun with your friends, sweetie.
Okay. Thanks for the cereal.
No problem.
I'm gonna go get ready for the day. And I go back upstairs and like just like still blushing, still just like, oh god, I hate my life. Like just she just goes back upstairs, gets ready for the day, and I think she like checks her phone too, just to be like, she doesn't know that there's a plan besides the fact that there's talk of getting together, and she's like, so she's kind of at a loss. She's like, okay, like, so she's like looking at her phone to be like, what do I do?
So we'll cut off with you looking at your phone in your room. Chris, it's game day! What time was your alarm set for?
My alarm is set for 6 a.m., the exact same time as my father's alarm. I immediately get up and pound my nutritious breakfast of a handful of caffeine pills on the bedside table and a pre-filled, pre-measured water bottle that I use to wash it down to make sure that I'm getting the correct amount of hydration for the day.
Right, you can hear your dad sort of stumbling to wakefulness in his room. You down your caffeine pills.
I quickly get on my morning workout gear, pair of basketball shorts, and an athletic tank top, running shoes, make sure I'm dressed and ready to go before my dad inevitably barges into my room.
It doesn't take him long. So, but you've gotten prepared when he comes in, and just as you expected, he's like, "Hey, it's game day."
Yeah, it's game day. It's gonna be a big one.
Yeah, it's your rivals, right? The Timberwolves.
Yes, sir.
Man, when I was your age, we would just tear up the football field. And did I tell you about the time that I hit 2 touchdowns in one game?
Yes, sir, but I learn something new every time you say it.
He looks like he's not sure how to take that, but he eventually nods. Well, I'll leave you to get ready, but you want to work out together?
Yeah, I was just gonna go for my morning jog if you want to join, or could hit the weights, whatever you want to do, sir.
Cool. You can see him thinking about it, and like, you know that he couldn't make the run with you. He is not in shape anymore, but you can see him like having a little mental battle in his head about it. So I'll see you when you get back from your run, and we'll go through some reps together.
Yes, sir.
Good. And he walks out looking very satisfied with himself.
Yeah. Once he's like out of sight, like the straight back, puffed up like air, like tense, like leaves a little bit as he's gotten through the first battle of the day unscathed. And he does a couple of light stretches before making his way out for his morning jog.
You have your morning jog. You head back. Despite what your dad said, he is not waiting for you when you get back. He has fallen back to sleep.
Thankfully. I linger by the front door for about half an hour, kind of like meandering on my phone, just to make sure that he doesn't wake up, so I can act like I'm coming in from the run as he's waking up. And when I'm sure he's out for good, I quietly head to my room and gather up my lacrosse equipment. It's mostly gathered already, so it's just double checking that I have all my pads, my stick, my mask, everything.
Yeah, you get everything ready to go. Usually your dad drives you to practice. You will probably have to wake him up for that, which might be rough.
I check the time to make sure it's not too early before shooting a text over. Hey, Coach Wright, if you're not headed to the field yet, could you maybe pick me up?
You get a text immediately back that says, I can get you, no problem. Are you ready now?
Sure thing, Coach. I'll be out on my front porch in 5.
Okay. And so you go out on the porch and you're waiting for him, and he shows up looking absolutely chipper and not at all like he just escaped a argument with his wife. And he opens the door of his truck and says, you just toss all your stuff in the back and we'll head out.
Sure thing, Coach. I toss the things in the back, but I keep my pre-workout that I'm working my way through before the game and a protein bar. Now that I'm past my morning exercises, do need to get some fuel in the body.
You drive out to the fields where people are preparing, and we're gonna do this game real quick. So you are the goalie for your team.
Yes.
So you get to wear more protective equipment than everybody else, so you are just sort of loading up on it as everyone else prepares, and everyone is excited. They're like, yeah, we're gonna get him this year.
Yeah, this is the year.
Chris, my man, you're gonna take these guys out, no problem.
No problem. Heck yeah, we are. Gonna knock them out. We're gonna get to regionals. We're gonna get to state. We're gonna get to nationals. This is the year.
This is our year. And Coach Wright is like super pumped behind this just to see you guys enthused. No matter how artificial that enthusiasm might be, he doesn't notice. He just accepts that it is enthusiasm. So we're going to go ahead, and before we meet you all up, we'll just go ahead and do the lacrosse game with a few rolls here.
All right.
We will start. You go out on the field. You are ready. You're all equipped. The other team comes out. They look big, honestly. They look like you start wondering about steroids, to be honest, because they are a big, muscular bunch, and they look predatory, as their name of the Timberwolves would suggest. But your team is there. They're ready. So we're going to go ahead, and you're going to do an athletics roll for me to see how well you goalie, which I'm going to oppose with the other team.
That's a +5.
That is a very good roll. So you are absolutely in control of the goal. They are coming for you. They are getting around your teammates, and they are getting some good shots, but you manage to catch the ball every time.
Maybe we shouldn't have put the freshman on defense.
So I'm going to roll for your team now and see how they do with getting shots. Oh, that's actually a very good roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go Fire Drakes.
Fire Drakes. So the Fire Drakes managed to score several goals into the opposing team's little 5x5 goal. And the Fire Drakes win.
Woo!
Go Fire Drakes.
Yeah, go team! Let's go Fire Drakes!
There is big cheering. The audience was very, very prepared. Once they saw the hustle of the other team, they were very, very prepared for a defeat. But you get an excellent victory, and they are so excited. They are out of their chairs. They are screaming, yelling, applauding. It is a big day for your high school career.
High five and chest popping, everyone.
You're actually lifted off of your feet by some of the other players because you did so well. The announcer is talking about the superb defense of Chris Cunningham, the Fire Drakes.
I think before we fade to black here, there's like a small vignette where like the coach is like lighting up the team and all that, and then there's like Chris taking off all of his pads, and like one by one the other teammates disappear from the picture before it's just Chris. You see him like wick all the sweat off and making sure no one's here anymore. He quickly hops on the nearby scale and gets his weight while it's at its lowest for the day to plug into his fitness tracker app. And there's just like you can see that a small zoom in that app is absolutely connected to his dad's account.
If during that game I could potentially use that as a distraction to do a couple of rolls.
What's he gonna do, Atticus?
Atticus would like to first take a just plain ripoff of Banksy's stencil rat head. And you know how like every public school has like school board, principal, vice principal, puts it on the vice principal's face. And then also on the doors to the gym puts there are no coincidences in a conspiracy. And then on the other doors put something like you can't call it an accident if it's on purpose. And then on the doors of the school, there's no trespassing on stolen land. On his way to do that, he sent a message to his mom saying, "Mom, sorry, I know things are hard. I know things are hard in this new shitty town. I love you. I just really have like my little comforts because you can't get a good latte out here." And then with no other words, just sends a link to an article explaining the antimicrobial properties of bamboo.
I do think Olive ended up going to the game, but she would have done everything she could to not be seen by anybody. So, and I don't think her dad would be looking for her. So.
Okay. So do I need to roll like a stealth?
Stealth would be perfect for that, yes.
I'll do a stealth and then a crafts to see if I get caught and then what I could do.
Perfect.
Okay. Ooh, fair.
Okay.
And then crafts is 3, right? Yeah, good. Ooh, fantastic.
So Gus is want to go to this game to like scope out anything weird happening. So could I just roll a notice check to see if anything is happening outside of this game?
Absolutely.
Great. Okay, I have a +2 to notice. A fair. That is a great.
You notice all sorts of excited fans, but other than just people getting crazy about their teams, there's not much going on.
Cool.
Atticus, your fare was enough with the distraction of the game to get you through uncaught, and your graffiti is absolutely fantastic.
With that text message, can I roll a rapport with my mom as I'm trying to repair since my dad left?
Right.
And we're both just two sad cats trying to figure it out. Ooh, that's nothing. This is gonna go bad. Probably that unsolicited Wikipedia article. I know there's nothing that pisses my mom off more than proving her wrong. And I got a pour.
Yeah. You send the text and it seems good, and then you send the article link, and you get the 3 dots. And you get the 3 dots for a long time. And then it stops, and there's no message.
Oh man, he didn't even get the okay.
All right, anybody else doing anything in the afternoon?
Besides looking for monsters at the lacrosse field? Absolutely not.
The only monsters on the lacrosse field are the fire drakes. Woo woo!
Woo! Let's go!
Or those roided out
guys scare me.
Timberwolves.
I do want to keep an eye on the coach, though, Olive's father,
Mhm.
because my parental figures were acting very strange this morning.
I think Clark probably texts the group asking when to meet up at the same place.
You get an immediate response. Parents weird, don't trust anyone.
No response from Chris.
I think Atticus just says, "Move the conversation to the WhatsApp. It's encrypted."
You get a message in your WhatsApp. Parents weird, don't trust anyone.
Clark just gives like a deep sigh to himself, just like just changes over, says the same thing over in the WhatsApp to get an actual answer from Atticus.
And then Atticus types something a little snarky, like, "I don't even know any famous lacrosse players. I don't even know like what lacrosse players are called either." Whenever the sports star gets done, I guess it's just like what I'll put.
It'd actually be funnier if Atticus did like a completely wrong sport.
Where Wayne Gretzky gets done.
The point guard.
Whenever the quarterback is done.
Whenever the point guard hits his free kicks. And then I think we agreed to meet up at the same place, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought
The LGS?
at the LGS. Yeah,
Or were we going to meet up closer to the military base? Is that where we
To
were
the
going to try to
base.
sneak on?
Mm-hmm. We were gonna try to go through the bogs to get to the in the
Yeah.
dark of the
Can I
night.
text the WhatsApp and be like, hey, rendezvous point before mission? Question mark.
I honestly think so. Yeah, would probably be what I text back.
The immediate response is, I was wondering where, not if.
Atticus says, "Do we need to still do the mission? Do you guys remember what I remember?" And then, because he can't remember the right name, says, "Huh, Aunt Hilda?"
Encrypted from otherworldly beings? Question mark. Rendezvous point? Question mark. Question mark. Question mark.
Sending a message to the group saying, "We'll talk more at the LGS." Period.
Rendezvous? Question mark.
What's the name of the shop? Did we decide? I don't remember.
Thor's Hammer.
Thor's Hammer.
Too long. Meet at game? Question mark.
I think Atticus just calls Gus.
What?
What the fuck are you trying to say, dude? We're just saying meet up at the LGS.
Where are we meeting? You're taking too long.
At Thor's Hammer. That's where we met yesterday.
I'll be there. He hangs up.
A follow-up text: "Does anyone need a ride?"
I respond, "I've been here for a couple hours."
He sends a picture of his coffee mug over his Razor scooter. It's like, I'm fine.
I think Olive texts everybody in the WhatsApp, whatever, and says, I'm at the school if anyone needs a ride."
Thanks, Olive.
All right, you all make your way to Thor's Hammer. Thor's Hammer is a lovely game and comic book store, which is in a mixed-use development. It shares a building with Smooth Grind, a little cafe / coffee shop, and several other shops that are pretty popular. Above the second floor is residential.
Across the street is where everybody's mom gets their hair done.
It's kind of a hot spot because it's not downtown and it's closer to the residential area than downtown is. So a lot of people just go there instead of going all the way downtown and dealing with the tourists that are usually there. So you arrive at Thor's Hammer and gather together.
Did Chris ride with somebody else since he got a ride to the fields with my dad?
Yeah, anyone who's actually paying attention or looking out would see that he's dropped off by probably a car most people in school would recognize because it's one of the nicest in the school. It's like a like bright fireball red Tesla Model S with the like paper plates still on it that belongs to Jess Cutright, who's the head of the women's lacrosse team.
And as she drops you off, by the way, she tells you, "You didn't come to my game yesterday, by the way. So I'm holding you responsible to take me out somewhere fun next weekend."
Yeah, of course. I with the whole gas stuff yesterday, but don't worry. I think I can with the win today I got a little bit of leverage.
All right. Well, take care.
Yeah. Give the awkward wave.
I think I'm definitely the last one to get there because I just walked.
Olive is just sitting kind of more quiet than usual and just kind of watching everybody as Atticus rants about something. Because it's got to be something.
Can I do a secret knock on the door?
Secret even to us.
That no one
Yes,
knows.
absolutely.
Atticus is trying to convince for his rant is trying to convince the LGS owner, and when I say owner, I just mean their like nephew that's working the front counter, to have an open mic night at the LGS. To have like a slam poetry night at the LGS. No, it'll work. The crossover between theater nerd / drama nerd and comic book nerd, that is almost a full circle. It's really, there's so much, right?
Yeah, he's unimpressed with your idea. He suggests that you try next door at the coffee shop.
I already did. I wouldn't be here if I already hadn't tried. They won't allow me in after I tried to show them how to make a latte right.
All right, you pile into the back room.
Okay, so they got the parents.
What?
But
Did something happen to your parents?
Is everything okay?
I mean, a long time ago, but
what?
just everybody's acting weird, and it's probably because of all this shit. So we gotta figure it out.
I haven't encountered anyone acting weird. What are you going on about?
Well, look, usually people don't. I don't want to get into it. You gotta trust me. Things are getting weird.
Why would we trust you?
Exactly, Atticus. Good.
Well, yeah, that's the point you just made. That's what I'm saying. You gotta give us something.
Giving you everything.
That, as sweet as that sounds, I don't think it's accurate. First of all, does everybody remember what happened last night? Is that I'm not crazy, right?
Couldn't forget. No.
Are you sure? You drank a lot of vodka. I'd be more surprised if you could remember.
I gotta say, it was a little fuzzy. I don't remember everything, but we saved something.
Someone.
It was a full person. Okay, all right. Okay, so we do remember.
Freya, have you checked up on your friends, like, in real life? You knew them, right?
I just kind of been reading and trying not to think about it too much.
That's fair. Can you check now? Like, text them?
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I will text Molly.
All right, what do you text her?
Hey, how you doing today?
It takes a few minutes to get a response back, but you do get a response. It says, "Doing okay, at home alone," and then there's the 3 dots for a minute, and then "Feeling okay, but aunt was in a car accident last night. Mom is at the hospital.
I will say, well, shit, is there anything I can do for you? I can come to the hospital.
Not at the hospital, I'm at home. But thank you for offering. I'll be okay.
Okay. Let me know if you need anything. I'm available whenever you need.
It takes a minute, but then she responds, "Thanks, Freya. You're a great friend."
So are you. And, I heart the message that she sent. And then I will inform y'all that she's not doing great, but she's making it. Someone she's close to got into a car accident.
I stand up.
I don't want to, but they're alive, just in the hospital.
When did they get in a car accident?
Last night.
It's a small town. It's probably in the
That's
news.
insane.
Can I look that up really quick and see what time it was?
Yeah, give me an investigation roll.
Yeah, I mostly just want to see if it was if the mom was not there, if it happened early in the night or late. Investigate is fair, so that's a +2.
And if I can actually give the help by also digging into my phone, so doing a he's looking at all the normal news sources, and I'm looking at some townie, so I'm looking at and this is where all the townie people look things up. So yeah, the police radar for Facebook group. Yeah.
Can I give the help action by asking ChatGPT when it happened?
Absolutely not.
Dang it.
It knows
I
everything.
got a fair.
Damn, with the help?
Yeah.
With the fair, what you find is that there is reports of a car accident, but no one says what time. It was just last night, and yeah, there's no other details.
Freya, can we go to her house?
She said she wants to be alone, and I don't want to push
What
her.
if she dies?
That's a bit extreme.
Is that a threat?
Gus, that's
Did
a
it
little
sound like a
extreme,
threat?
but a little bit. But Freya, maybe
It wasn't a
maybe
threat.
ask Freya, maybe text her back and ask if she wants to hang out, maybe just getting the invitation.
Or
would be
maybe tell her her
helpful.
life is in danger?
Maybe don't say that.
Probably not. I'm pretty bad at reading a room. You're worse.
Hey, shut up.
That's what I'm talking about. That's not gonna make you friends.
I don't need friends. I need everybody to stay alive, Atticus.
Actually, you do, Aunt Hilda. You needed our help last night. You couldn't do it all alone. Couldn't figure it out. So we need each other. Also, I don't like to say this very often. I don't like to rub it in people's faces, but I will. I was right. I said we use pop culture as a blueprint, and you were like, "It's not the fucking movies." And I was like, "Okay." And then what happened?
Are you okay? Did you get hit in the head?
I did it a lot. Actually, I jumped through a window, dude. Did you see me? It was sick as fuck.
Freya is lapping this up.
To be completely honest, we all did.
It was pretty sick.
I didn't see anything.
I couldn't.
Well, great.
Yeah, she just kind of flew around.
Then, Atticus, we can all be friends in our dreams, but right now, this is the real world, and Molly is in danger, so...
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know that she is. Because just like in the dreams, you could do magic and be likable, and here, you can't.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I think he starts to cry, and he just, slowly leaves the room. He's gone. He's out of the room.
Chris is gonna get up pretty quickly and do a half jog out the door to join Gus.
I'm almost to, the main door.
Chris is very
Yes.
fast. He can
Yeah,
catch
yeah,
up to you.
What?
Look, Atticus is an asshole. I get it. I agree with you though. We need to keep everyone safe, and we need to figure out what the hell's going on. And we need your help to do that.
But nobody's listening.
We're all doing our best, and people are listening. Atticus is listening in his own way, and I recognize that just as you're listening in your own way.
Chris, do you feel like being an athletic person, that if somebody pisses you off, you could just punch them in the face and everything would be okay? Because that's how I'm feeling now, and I really don't want to be that person.
I totally get it. No, I do. I mean, if you want to punch someone, like, throw a few shots at me, man. Tense up my abs real good. Get the anger out.
Are you flirting with me?
Giant man looking down at a very attractive buff guy.
What? No, that's...
I start to blush and I polish my glasses.
These sports guy homoerotic vibes are also too real. So
Top Gun music starts playing.
Right. Look, I'm sorry that this is just really difficult for all of us to handle, all right? Let's go back in there, get Atticus to apologize, and actually, move forward with something
He
constructive.
doesn't need to apologize. Fine.
Thank you.
I think while that is happening, Olive, who has been very quiet and is used to Atticus and kind of laughs along with him, has not been laughing this time around. I think she does look at him and say, "You have got to chill out with this antagonistic stuff, okay? Everyone's freaking out. This is really scary. And poking at Gus isn't going to help anything."
I think you're right. I'm also scared. I don't know what, that was fucking freaky last night, Olive. That was crazy. And I just don't, and I don't know, Gus is really fucking cool, and and he pulls her to the corner. It's Gus is effortlessly what I tried to be in my aesthetic. And it's I get a little I need to show him. But that's not the way to do it. I know.
I think the whole... Yeah, he's effortless because he's not trying. If he tried, he would also come across like a douchebag.
Wow. Okay, so people can call me a douchebag, but I can't say it to other people. I got it.
Hey, listen. I had a really bad morning, and I'm really freaked out.
Was it your parents again?
She goes red, and
okay,
just
I won't. No,
kind of shrugs.
Got it. I'll be better. I won't be an asshole. I'm sorry.
I appreciate it.
It's when we enter the room. Chris pointedly puts a pretty heavy hand on Atticus's shoulder as he passes by to get to his seat.
Yeah, Atticus wormy squirms out. It's just hey, I think you might be right, Gus. I think it's important that we know that she's okay. But maybe showing up with one friend and 5 strangers or maybe acquaintances is not the right move when someone's asked for space.
Why?
Because that might freak her out more, I think is what people are trying to say. So I think we just tell Freya, hey, if you need anything, let us know. And maybe we can go to the neighborhood, but not storm into her house.
I think that is a social way of looking at the problem. I don't know if we have time and I don't know if we should care about people's feelings.
Can I divert the conversation a bit?
Yes?
I think it might be more important to figure out if this car accident is linked to what happened. If we can, did what happened trigger the car accident? Did the car accident trigger the dream? Did the car accident trigger Molly that triggered the dream? I think figuring out that causality is most important. And I don't think Molly knows anything.
I think you're onto something, Chris.
But
Freya, how close is Molly to her aunt? Do you know?
I don't really know. Not super close because they don't talk a lot, or at least she doesn't talk about her.
Ray, you get a text from Molly. It's short and badly spelled. It says, "Mom's coming home to get me. My aunt is dead."
do we know if that's actually Molly? It could be like a shadow clone from the other dimension trying to trick you.
I mean, that might be the case, Gus, but I think we can't find that out sitting in this room. So
Yeah.
should we just
Yes.
go over there?
And by the time we get there, she'll be gone.
I'm going to text her back and ask if I can come to the hospital.
Ask if you can meet her wherever they're going. I don't know if they go to the hospital or not.
I think that's usually where they identify the body.
But she was already there. Her mom was at the hospital with her aunt when she passed. So they
I
wouldn't have to
might
do
be
that.
able to get something that could give us more information about what actually happened last night. If we could swing by the school and then head to the police station.
Wait.
It's probably not good for me to swing by the school. I very needed to be seen here, actually.
Olive kind of has a moment and goes, "Oh my God, Clark, would your mom be able to help? Would your mom know something?"
Probably. It was a car wreck, hit and run. She probably would have been on the scene. Or the body, not to sound sensitive, but the body might be at her work. Mom did say that she was going to be working late. She wasn't at the house this morning. So,
See, and that was my hypothesis why it might be connected. Chris, good work. Is maybe the accident because her mom might have been at the hospital all night with her aunt or something, that's why whatever these knew like she was going to be alone.
I mean, we still don't know. Yeah, that's a good theory. Yeah, I mean, if she knew what happened last night, then she might have been more troubled than usual, and it sounds like she was pretty troubled to begin with, honestly.
Yeah. Definitely. That's what we have to do, first step.
Yeah, Ray, you should focus on that, and maybe if someone else can go to help. I don't want to overwhelm with everyone, but if you need a ride.
I definitely shouldn't go. I know who I am. I shouldn't be at these kind of things.
I'm going to text her.
What do you text exactly?
I'm going to ask her if I can meet her, and I'm going to text, "Can I meet you, wherever you're going?"
She texts back, "I don't think so. We need to handle this ourselves. I'm sorry."
I respond with, "It's okay. I will have someone I'll have someone take me to you if you need me. Just let me know anytime."
Well,
All right, well, there's one line of questioning down. Clark, you want to see if you can get any information on where the accident happened so we could investigate that before we look at breaking into the police station or breaking into Molly's house?
Yeah. It's just
We're not breaking into Molly's house.
We're not breaking into. That was clearly sarcasm.
I thought it was a good idea.
I'm just not sure if my mom will answer. Is the only thing.
Well, can I
But I'll
mean,
try.
Can we go?
I mean,
there?
we could go there, but it's up to y'all. I can drive us.
Gus, do you have a police radio?
Yep. Or I could at least make one.
Yeah. Well, let's just use that to get a hold of your mom. She's at work.
He doesn't use the
That's
radio.
not how that works. No, I
That's-
have like
that's
I have
not-
a scanner, not a radio.
Oh,
That's illegal.
oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think that would stop you.
Atticus, I have one, but if you use it, it's illegal.
Oh, got it.
So why don't we all go that way, and then Clark can go check with his mom, and maybe one of us can go with him, because it would look really weird if we all went into the police station, and then maybe some of us can like go be visible. And she looks at Atticus at that, be visible somewhere else in public or something. I don't know.
We can go tell. So I have an idea for the other team to see. So we need to know too, is it only at night that we can go into our other selves or whatever? True self? I don't know.
Alter ego is the word I've been playing around with.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Alter egos. Our alter egos. That's
It's a bit on the nose.
if we need to find out if when we go to sleep at any time, if we go in our alter ego or if it's just at night. So maybe the other team, we can take some like melatonin, one person, or maybe two. So we're in it together, pass out, and see if like during nap time we go into dream world. And then maybe in dream world, we can go to Molly's house.
I like fish in my bag and pull out like a bottle of Benadryl. Just take that.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Just puts away his chamomile tea packet.
Sleepy time.
It's not like fun. It'll just put you to sleep.
So who's going with who? Because it sounds like Atticus is going to sleep. I'm going to the station. Chris, are you going to?
I can join at the station, or I can keep watch with Atticus.
Would it be good if we watched Molly from afar?
No.
That's also illegal.
We
Yeah.
get caught. But what if her mom is taking her to like a cult and they're gonna sacrifice her?
Well, that's the other question is like, what are we gonna do if we do find out? Like, you're 6'10". These are show muscles. I'm for the stage.
Just like tries to like hold in his like obvious face when Atticus says that.
I gotta like, I'm steaming up a little bit. Wipe off my glasses again.
It's just
Show
What does
muscles.
that mean?
Like what show muscles?
That gives me a feeling, and I don't like it.
But fine, I can go to the police station.
Okay. So me and Gus will head to the police station. Who's staying here with Atticus? Other than Chris. Or who's dream walking with Atticus?
I mean, I can stay and make sure that Atticus doesn't get in too much trouble.
Where are you gonna do this?
I know, that's the other
Well,
question.
we just do it
Like,
here. We'll just tell Tim that we're gonna play a big game of Settlers of Catan.
I have a place.
maybe Ticket to Ride.
Atticus also wants to be seen in public, though.
Yeah, that's like the whole
But
thing.
maybe you should.
These are
Well, I feel
private
like-
rooms.
I was gonna say, I feel like you probably established your presence by, giving that whole spiel to Tim about,
That's fair.
Good call. Yeah, whatever. I'll do
Yeah.
whatever.
So he knows you're here. If anybody asked him,
I just
There's
wherever
that.
it is, does it have soft lighting or white lighting?
I don't know. It's a
Okay.
basement.
We'll figure it out.
Fine. You just can't tell anyone where I live.
I won't. Secret will die with me.
Olive looks at Freya and says, "It might be good for you to try the dream thing. I mean, and if it doesn't work, then maybe we can go check on Molly."
Okay. Yeah, that works for me.
Are we all just gonna hang out in Gus's basement?
Sure.
Or something.
Appreciate it, Gus.
Just don't look under the tarp.
I'm not looking anywhere
you.
while I'm there.
I'm gonna take him to my house.
Are we splitting up though? So are Clark and Chris going to talk to Clark's mom? Or going to the police station?
Clark and Gus are going.
Mhm.
Gus, that's right.
so
Okay.
everybody in the van?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
did we drive separate cars?
Yeah, I think we did. I drove, and
Do we want to drive
should
together
drive
or drive
separately.
separately? Because I can. Okay. I can drive somebody.
I was gonna say, just
Yeah, I'll take a ride with you.
and I'll follow, so that way I can bring the rest.
Who am I going with?
Going with Team
Anybody?
Basement.
We're all going to Team Basement, so yeah, you can write Clark, Olive, or I mean Gus. You didn't drive, or you're walking everywhere.
I'll
So-
go with Olive.
Okay.
As I get in the
Alright.
car with Olive, I look at her and I say, "You're quiet."
I go bright red and go. Yeah. It was a weird night and not a great morning.
Weird morning.
No, unfortunately, not weird. Just not
Hmm.
good.
Interesting.
What are you talking about? That with the
No.
parents? Because I can promise you, my parents were
What were they
so
doing?
normal. They were. Is Chris in the car with me
Yes.
or with Clark?
He's with Olive.
She looks in the rearview mirror or wherever Chris is. She kind of like whatever glances at Chris and goes, "They were just having a disagreement."
Yeah, my dad was pretty normal too.
Well, if normal is disagreement, maybe the disagreement is about them changing. And I think Gus is a very tall person. And if you don't know this about tall people in cars, we don't fit. People think you want shotgun, but if there's 3 people in the car, the most legroom is sitting horizontally in the back. So Gus is spread out in the back.
But Freya's with us too.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Gus is man spreading in the
Your
back.
legs are on my lap, and I'm
Your
just
legs
like,
are
He would
over
never
Freya.
touch
like,
another human.
She's just like
He's just like bent down.
Meanwhile, Atticus jumped into Clark's van. Jumps into Clark's van, immediately attaches the aux cord, and plays the original cast production of Sweeney Todd.
And I am fucking with it. It's great.
Clark has a full van while I have a Hyundai Sonata.
Look, we were all there when Gus had to jury rig a fix to make the thing even start.
Completely works now though. Purrs like a charm, I think.
Olive, sometime in the transit, will find a moment to grab Chris and just very awkwardly and quietly say, "I'm really sorry if I was mean to you last night. And that's all she's gonna say and walk away. Like, she's very awkward about it.
Like Chris just like gives like a very practiced like smile, but doesn't get a word in before Olive is gone.
So awkward.
You get to
Yeah.
Gus's house.
Okay, I just gotta make sure not anything weird is happening. I'm gonna like hop out of the car and check to see if anybody's home.
The only one home is Nikki, and she is passed out on the couch in the living room
Okay,
with the TV on.
we need to be really quiet when we get in here. Otherwise, she's gonna make fun of me. And I open the door as quietly as possible. Everybody come in, come in.
Slowly walk in.
All of us like whispering. It's like, what is that? What is that smell? It's like bacon and something else.
It's bacon and eggs. Like I
Just be
said,
quiet.
it was
I thought-
shut up.
That's-
It was a weird morning.
Okay.
Let's go downstairs. And I lead them to the basement.
Yes, the basement where you have all of your equipment.
Oh yeah, just like meticulously organized on like a pegboard on the wall, or just an accoutrement of like used and new like tools, like welders' tools, a bunch of like different colored like goggles organized, and like backpacks like strung up on the ceiling. And in the middle of like this small-esque basement room is like a giant work table with like a blue-black tarp completely over it and like tied down. Okay, everybody lay on the floor.
What? No, dude, I have a whole routine. And I'm putting in AirPods.
I like take the Benadryl bottle, open it, and just like pour a handful in my hand, and I hand it to him. Best routine.
That's disgusting. I'm not drinking. No. That's so gross. Just give me 15 minutes. I can pare it down to 15 minutes. And then Atticus sits in the corner and says, I am loved. I am worthy. I am cared for. For like,
I take a screwdriver off the wall and I throw it in his direction.
Are you gonna reset the whole routine if you do that?
Well, we're leaving. Come on,
okay, bye.
quiet. Don't go upstairs. You can. There's a water bottle if you need to. Bye. Great. I'm gonna leave with the police gang.
I've just been in the van the entire time, just keeping it running because I'm hoping that it just I'm semi a little bit like paranoid of, because it works now. It's just like I feel like now if I turn it off, it's gonna like do the same thing again. I'm gonna have to just crank it 5 times until it actually till it runs again. So yeah, I'm just waiting in the car, keeping it warm.
Up in the van.
You ready to go?
Yeah, well, I'm ready.
We drive off to go see my mom at the police station.
Okay, so we'll go to you first. You make it to the Lantern Cove police station where your mom works. The duty officer at the desk in front recognizes you immediately. It's like, hey, Clark, you here to see your mom?
Hey, Frank. Yeah, I'm here to see mom.
Here, I'll see if she's available. He picks up the phone. Yeah, she's just getting done with something, so she should be out in a minute.
Gotcha. Anything new going on? Just trying to play it cool and act like this is a normal thing, talking to this guy.
He lets out a long breath and says, "It was a hell of a night."
Oh, yeah? Not too bad, I hope.
car crash.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't even a tourist. It was one of our own.
Oh, Jesus, who? If you don't mind, if I can ask.
He just shakes his head. I can't divulge.
Gotcha.
Do
Understood.
I know Molly's last name?
Probably not.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't bring it up. All right. Well, I hope it gets better, man. I
Is there like a computer or something we can use?
No, we don't have any computers free for you. Sorry.
Well, okay.
Your mom comes out a couple minutes later. It's like, Bart?
just coming to check on you. Angela told me that you were going to be in late. Just wondering if you'd be here home for dinner tonight.
Yeah. Your mom looks worn out. She looks completely knackered. She nods. I'm actually about ready to come home now. I've done my job. Are you okay? Did you need something?
Yeah, actually, I was just inside of town, and a friend of mine, Gus, actually is very interested in being a mortician, and he just kind of wanted to learn some other aspects of the type of job, see what other things were around that side.
Give me a rapport roll for that lie.
Alrighty. Average.
Your mom's pretty tired, so let's see. Oh, okay. So she seems to buy it. It's like, well, I mean, the field of mortuary science is a fascinating field, but not really the best resource. I could give you some resources.
I thought the best resource would be hands-on.
Well, what I do is obviously, I work for the police department, so we have to we handle things very carefully here, and we can't have anyone else around while we're.
Really? There's no way you could give him like a tour or anything, show him around?
Especially if you're cleaning up already. Gus, I'm Gus.
Hi, Gus. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Clark is having car troubles, so maybe we could go with you.
Or is your dad's van messing up again?
Yeah, beauty. It's acting like a beast. He says, trying to nod it off, just like, yep. I mean, that is
Is
usual.
that a joke?
Yeah, it's a joke my dad used to say, actually.
Oh, it was weird.
Yeah, it was really dumb. Beauty's just what he called the car.
No, I got the joke.
And so I kind of got, oh.
Yeah. It's like the Disney thing. What?
Yeah.
What's your mom's name? I'm sorry. What's your name again? I'm Gus. I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Morgan. It's nice to meet you. Any friend of Clark's is a friend of mine.
Thank you, Dr. Fairchild. But yeah. Hey, also, that guy over there, he told us about when he all got in a car accident. I'm sorry to hear about it.
Her face sort of falls, and she nods. She shoots a look over at the duty officer, as sort of chiding him for talking about things, but looks back. Yeah, it's been a hell of a night.
She looked away. I took like a big, huge breath in. Yeah, he was talking a little bit about her. We were comforting her. She sounded like a really nice person, and her niece seems really distraught about it.
She's a friend of ours.
So sorry.
Yeah, we were with her the night of the crash, so... Well, I was. Clark was probably with you. We have a big friend group. That's what I meant by we. It not...
Yeah.
You can both give me an empathy roll now to check on something for me.
I got a pour.
Okay.
Mediocre.
Poor and mediocre. Okay. Yeah. So everything's
Don't know
fine.
how people feel.
Still kind of working on my own grief.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I could talk more about it. But it's it's tragedy.
Yeah, you don't have to talk about it. We know about it.
We don't really know too much about it, but
Yeah,
we know a good bit.
Well, if you weren't listening, Clark, that guy over there kind of told us everything.
That's
right?
true. Yeah. I just wasn't really paying too much attention. I apologize.
Yeah, we were in a gas leak. So, you know that. He's your son.
Yeah,
I
I heard
love that
about that.
tour.
Weaponized awkwardness.
Yeah, you can either give me a rapport or a provoke roll to see if you can if that goes through.
Yeah, I'm gonna do provoke because all I got, baby.
God, I wish I had gone to the police station. Empathy is my best thing.
Wait, is it empathy?
No, it's
Or rapport.
It's provoke.
Oh,
Or
I'm doing.
report? Shit.
No, the last thing that you guys really messed up was an empathy roll.
Oh, that was so good. Okay, I got a superb.
Nice. Okay, she stumbles over herself for a moment and it's like, you know what? Fine. Yeah, of course. Here, come with me. I'll show you around a little bit. And she leads you back behind the duty desk. So this is the floor where most of us have our desks. These are the offices here. This is our holding cell. We don't have a full jail here, so we have to make do with the holding cell. And then if people are too bad, we send them out to the city. We've got... And she's sort of brusquely going through all of the different rooms, and everyone seems to be just sort of... You get a few looks, but they just sort of assume that she's doing what she's supposed to be doing. So she takes you back. It's like, this is my office.
Oh, this is a nice office. What's your desk made out of? And I go over to her desk and I touch it, and I want to see if there's any like files on this woman that just died, so we can actually learn her name. What is this wood made out of? Is this oak?
Yeah, I don't know. It came with the
Oh god.
office. Go ahead and roll investigation.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a good.
Okay, there are files on her desk. One of them does have a name on it. It's hard to read. Looks like it originally said Jane Doe, but that was crossed out. And then it says Gail Dawson.
Wow, really? They gave you this nice of a desk just with the place? Oh, I just remembered. I have exactly what I need to fix Clark's car. Thanks for the tour. Bye. And I start to leave.
Is there anything I can roll to see if there's a moment where I could try and sneak the file off her desk?
That's a burglary roll.
I'm gonna slam the door behind me really loud and give you help with that.
God, everything you do is aggressive flirting in like a really bad way. I don't like it.
Can I use a fate point for this?
Do you have an aspect that relates?
Sneaking out the house? It's not necessarily for the specific aspect, but it's around the same angle of like getting around my mother.
All right, you convinced me. You can spend a fate point and get +2.
We had a scene aspect of flustered, tired mother.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
Good. All right. That is, let's see, her awareness here. Roll for your mom. Okay. So you do manage to swipe the file without her noticing because of her being focused on your friend storming out of the room loudly.
I kind of just shove it up the back of my shirt and try to hold like it's kind of clear that I've done something like that before in how I do this. Of just like my hoodie is kind of like it's a bit tighter than you like it should be whenever it's zipped up, so the bottom actually stays pretty snug around my waist. So I just slide it up the back and just keep it there
Okay.
until we get into the car and start driving.
All right. You head out. Meanwhile, Atticus, you are falling asleep. You drift off with your affirmations and are swiftly brought into a dream in which you are in a tower. At the top of the tower, looking down, and there's no doors to get down. It's like you're stuck there, like you're Rapunzel or something. And there are crows all around you, looking at you. However, you are not in your alter ego form. You are just yourself.
I feel like Atticus has read about but never actually tried lucid dreaming, so he tried being the most aware of being asleep at this time. He tries to like lucid dream a little bit and tries to go to his favorite bagel shop in New York and get a lox bagel.
Give me a will roll for that.
Will +3. Atticus has a strong will. That's the affirmations, guys.
Maybe I gotta try this out.
I got a superb.
You transport yourself to your favorite little bagel place from your memory back in New York. The lox tastes absolutely delicious. Bagel is perfect.
And I guess after that, I just try to wake up and then say it didn't work. I don't know if we did something wrong or it's only at night, but or maybe we all have to do it together. But either way, you can't just like jump in.
What did you see? Or did you see anything?
I just saw myself on Broadway in a production of, I don't know. Why are you asking me questions? It's just a good dream.
Asking questions because this was an investigative mission.
Well, yeah, okay. All right, so I just wanted a bagel, so I went and had a bagel in New York.
Okay, that's fine. That's totally legitimate.
I heard they're good.
They are really good. You just can't. It's the soft and the crunch together. We gotta go. I keep telling you, Olive, we gotta go.
So maybe it's something around all of us have to be asleep at the same time, or it's something external, like someone has to be in need.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, since Molly was must have been a nightmare.
Yeah.
I think it's a little fuzzy, but I feel like she talked about, and she's looking at Freya at that point. Did Molly talk about in the dream? Did she talk about this happening before? She was surprised we were there that time.
Yeah, it was a recurring thing.
Maybe.
She definitely talked about it as if it was a recurring thing.
So maybe that's the thing. Maybe we can go places when other people are, like, maybe. I just had a thought, and I don't know if this is a real thing that can actually be done. My brain isn't like this, but like, can you check her location from your phone? Like, you know, like find your phone or whatever. Like,
Are you guys Snap friends?
We are. I don't know if she has her Snap map turned on, and you kind of have to be in the Snapchat recently. I don't know.
I mean, maybe we
I
can
can
check
check.
it to, yeah, maybe check and see where she is.
Yeah,
I
I will.
see where she is.
I will check the Snap map.
There's also just like not that many hospitals.
That's true.
Maybe Gus got in my head, but I'm now a little freaked out that her mom took her somewhere
I'm
else.
sure she's doing all right.
And it's all a conspiracy.
If her mom did, there's nothing we could have done to prevent it anyways.
That's true.
Yeah, but I think Olive's just trying to say it's just another data point, though. If she's supposed to be at the hospital/slash mortuary, we can at least know, because I think Gus's point is valid in that we should probably know if it's just supernatural problems or things are interdimension.
I mean, yeah, that's fair, but frankly, she's not going to be at the hospital for very long either way.
Yeah.
So what is Freya need to roll to check her Snap map?
Investigation.
Boomers.
All right.
I keep myself hidden on my Snap map. No one can see me.
I have never even used Snapchat. I take a more gossip-based approach.
Yeah.
I got superb. Investigate is my best skill.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
You search her out. You see that she is on the move. She's heading towards downtown, and the hospital is downtown.
Well, how long is that commute, give or take?
It's only a couple minutes.
Cool. I'll check a Snap map again in a couple minutes then.
Okay. She does go to the hospital.
Lovely.
Well, that's at least one thing eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
And that honestly makes me feel a lot better because, yeah, I mean, I don't know about you all, but I feel a lot more comfortable in my, what did you call it, Chris? Alter ego?
Yeah, that's just the word I've been playing around with. Well, dreaming didn't work, or at least there's some other trigger for it. But you said that your dream was like more vivid than usual, right? So there's something there.
That might have just been some stuff I've been playing around with. Trying to lucid dream. It's good for manifestation, so.
Yeah, it might be that, or it might be
that out.
the like very significant thing that also happened last night that was dream related. It could really be
Yes.
either.
Could. For sure.
Yeah. So just another data point, really.
Olive pulls the WhatsApp and says, "When are you coming home? When you're getting back? My God, help me."
You get back around that time.
Oh, wait, so we got back?
Yeah.
Text back, I'm here.
Did you see the body?
No, we didn't get to see the body, but... Well, is the door... Hold on. Is the door closed?
You can close the door.
No, I thought, like, that was more of a question to Gus, like, did he close the door behind him?
I closed it, yeah.
Just reaches behind him, pulls out his back. I did get this, though.
Oh, did your mom give you that?
No. Just giving a bit of a I'm in deep shit smirk.
Alex gives a little salute.
What does confuse me though is that it says Jane Doe at first, but then it's scratched off.
They figured out who it was.
Yeah, her name is Gail Dawson. Jane Doe is used for people they can't identify.
Yeah, but that also kind of, maybe it's the paranoia, and maybe it's Gus talking, but I get this tiny weird feeling that maybe it was a Jane Doe, like something from a previous cold case.
It's not a weird idea, because
like a cover up idea, but that's still like a shaky, I don't know kind of feeling.
I think you're onto something.
My mom wouldn't do something like that though, is what's getting at me.
I don't think the cover-up was with who this person is. If Molly's relationship with her aunt wasn't as strong as rushing to the hospital to identify her, there was something wrong. We know Gail Dawson worked for the police department, or at least the forensics or something, because they were upset about it.
I think what they meant by one of their own, I think what they meant by that was
County.
somebody who lives in the town, rather than, because he did mention it wasn't just a tourist.
Mm-hmm.
It was somebody who, it was one of us, somebody who lives in town.
Should have been
which,
more clear.
Yeah.
Was the cop not helpful?
Cops
Weird.
are never helpful, Atticus. It's not weird.
That was my sarcasm, dude.
Graham, my mom told me a lot about Frank and how he's not that helpful.
Hey, Freya.
Yeah.
You not to be insensitive here, but you read like creepy stuff. Do you want to check out the police report?
Not creepy, just insulting.
Yeah. Okay. Not the time. Can we like read this and see what we can find from it?
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think Freya should read it.
I can read it.
All right, give me another investigation roll.
And I'll give the help action by like looking through it and like pointing out like bad handwriting. Like it's like I think that's the word it is. It's like, is that an R or an S?
Atticus is in AP Bio, and he says, I'll take the back half or something. The medical part. So I'll give the help action too.
All right. I got epic.
All right.
Meanwhile, Chris is back with like Gus and Clark. Like, was that insensitive? I wasn't trying to be insensitive. I mean, she seems to be into it.
A little bit. Like,
Gus is
anybody can read a report.
barometer. Yeah, but if you're used to reading that kind of thing, you're going to pick up on details.
I'm not sure if it's used to read. Reports are more so like just file based. It's not like reading a
Look, I just know it would take me a very long time to read that report. Like a very long time. Someone who at least reads more.
The report details the victim of a car accident who was found dead in the car. They were initially unable to determine the identity of the person due to their body and face being messed up beyond recognition. As you go through and look at the reports she's gone over, and you can tell that she has some confusion because she's like putting a lot of question marks around the different paragraphs of what she's been doing, what she's been finding. And what you read is basically a story of, we thought it was this, but it's actually this. It turns out that Clark's mom does not believe that the victim died in the car crash. She thinks that she was murdered.
Oh.
And we'll end with that. Thank you, everybody.
Murder.
Dun, dun, dun.
Clark's just sitting in the corner of just like, oh shit, I took an active police report.